All right, guys, welcome back to another podcast, Paris, Texas, a podcast. This is where we bring on people that live in Paris, Texas, and we just learn about their stories. I have a very good guest today. This is a friend of mine. We've done a lot of things together. We've done some videos. We've done actually a little sneak peek. We actually created a short film together. It should be releasing actually in a few days. This is Luke Krogman from Krogman Sand and Gravel. Luke, say hi.
Hello, everybody.
So, Luke, same question every time. Are you a Parisian or are you a parasite?
Parisian or parasite? I am a true Parisian. Homegrown, 28 years of Parisian flowing through my blood.
Awesome. So, a quick question. I've asked this to a couple of people. Do you think it is possible for someone who is not born here but moves here and to become a full-grown Parisian?
Absolutely. Just welcome to the community. If they want to adapt the ways of the Parisian lifestyle, we should welcome them with open arms.
I love that answer. I think that's probably the best answer I've gotten so far.
Well, that's just the kind of community we live in, right?
Yeah, I love Paris, Texas. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a little backstory. Tell me a little bit about Krogman Sand and Gravel.
Krogman Sand and Gravel. About 27 years ago, it was actually Newberry Sand and Gravel. My grandfather actually purchased that, ran it for a couple of years, changed the name to Krogman Sand and Gravel, in which my dad bought him out, and it has now been about 25 years. Started out with just a couple of trucks, I believe one tractor in a little church building where the office was run, and it has expanded and grown. So we are a little bit bigger today with 15 employees and about 12 trucks. So it's grown.
That's amazing. And have you always worked there?
I have always been there. I actually worked at Pine Ridge Golf Course before Krogman Sand and Gravel. However, this will be my 11th year full time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about like what you do in the community. I know you're super heavily involved, which is awesome because I like to be involved as well. And you're on a couple of boards, and just tell me a little bit about that.
I try to stay involved in the community best I can. I love Paris, Texas, so might as well play a part in it. This year, I am the president of the Children's Advocacy Center. Advocacy, it's a tongue twister.
CAC, isn't it
CAC
CAC for short?
It's a lot easier. The CAC here in Lamar County. I'm also on the board of Dillon's Drivers and Ducks Unlimited. So we try to...
Wait a minute, Ducks Unlimited?
Ducks Unlimited. You've never heard?
What is Ducks Unlimited?
Oh, it's for ducks, man. It's raising money for different safe areas for ducks to be raised and different sloughs. The government, they've got land all over the place that provides a safe haven and a place to keep the population going and growing.
Oh, so like duck hunters can't hunt in this specific area?
Well, it adapts. It's for duck hunters, and it supports duck hunters. We have a banquet every year as a fundraiser, but the money goes towards wetlands and conservation areas for it. Yeah.
Okay, so I thought we were talking about like you created like a safe, like, I don't know, the dome from like Jurassic Park, the third one,
yeah,
where the pterodactyls lived.
Duck World.
Yeah. Like I thought you. How did I miss a big dome full of ducks?
Oh no, you couldn't miss that. We love the duck hunters. It just controls the population and helps.
So they do that off-site somewhere.
Yes, yeah. There's government land all over.
You have banquets in here for the local duck hunters, and they come and they just help. I mean, that pay it forward a little bit. Like they get to duck hunt still, but they're not going to wipe out the whole duck species.
Yeah, there's just certain times throughout the year where you can hunt ducks, and it's all a good thing.
That's cool. I'm not much of a hunter, but that's really dope that they think like big enough to pay it back a little bit.
Yeah, they take it very seriously. You should come. You should come to the banquet.
Even though I'm not a duck hunter?
Doesn't matter. Just grab a camo t-shirt. You'll fit right in.
Actually, I can't remember the last time I held a gun other than like a Nerf gun.
You can fake it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Is it hard? Sorry, we're getting off cue, and I like to get off cue sometimes. Is it hard to shoot clay pigeons?
Well, I like the ones that go straight away from me. It just makes you look like you're good at shooting skeet. You get the ones that come out of the tower straight left to right at 30 miles an hour. You really have to lead. And there's some good shooters out there. I'm just a decent shooter.
By lead, you mean like shoot in front of it so that it
Yeah.
Like the bullet catches up, like it meets it.
You'll have a spray of
explodes.
BBs come out, and you'll want to keep the barrel moving and keep it ahead of the clay pigeon. So there's a skill to it, and I have not mastered it yet, but I do enjoy trying it.
So the other way is they shoot away from you.
Yeah. If you're standing behind the thrower and it shoots away from you, you have a lot better chance of.
So that one's easier.
That's a lot easier.
Okay.
Yeah, you just say, I dusted that sucker.
The only relation to duck hunting I have is the Nintendo with the little dog that like.
That was the coolest game ever.
It's still the coolest game ever.
Was it an orange gun?
Yeah, a little orange gun.
in?
Yeah, and you could. I think I had the little expansion pack where it could be like a shoulder thing that had like where you could put the.
You could turn it into a real shotgun.
Inside of and it looked like a shotgun or something like that.
That's legit.
That's super dope.
We should bring back those video games. Those were the ones.
I think there's a few devices out there where you can get all of the old school Nintendo games on one device. It's like 5,000 Nintendo games.
That would be really cool.
I guarantee that's one of them on there, but I don't know if you can get the old gun.
I'd give anything to save the Queen again on Mario.
What?
Yeah, save the Queen. Or ride the magic carpet after you beat Aladdin.
I never played Aladdin.
Oh, well, shame
I've
on
saved
you.
the Queen though a couple times.
Yeah.
And I even found a few of the hidden Easter egg trick ways to get to the very end really fast.
I was always trapped between the turtle shells. I got myself in a bind.
Did you ever play 007? Like the GoldenEye?
Yeah, GoldenEye.
Yeah.
That was fun. 2-player.
I grew up, youth to me as a kid, youth group was, primarily, yes, you went to youth group, but some of the fondest memories beyond youth group was staying after, going over to the youth pastor's house and playing GoldenEye for hours.
The fun stuff. Time flies by.
Yeah, we would do that forever. It was either that or sand volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
Which neither I was probably really great at. But
well, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play.
That's awesome. So what a lot of people probably don't know is that you and I have been working on not secret, but on a project for 5-6 months now?
Yes.
Do you want to tell them or me tell them?
You kick things off, man. I'll jump in. It's been a lot of fun, I can tell you that.
So 4 years ago, a little more than 4 years ago, I made my first ever short film. And we sent it off to a competition in Australia, and we actually did really good with it. We didn't actually win anything, but it was top 10 out of 1,800 people. So 6 months ago or so, I reapproached all the people that I wanted that was a part of the first one, and then we decided to do it again. And so I'm looking for ideas for what's a good idea for a new, different take on a short film that I probably normally wouldn't do. I watched one, I can't remember which one it was. I watched one of Luke's videos with Corey. Oh, I do remember which one it is. So
the kicking horse.
It was in your house downstairs, and you'd put the phone up high, and it was shooting down, and y'all had a whole little bit y'all did underneath. Was it the kicking horse?
The kicking horse ended up being in our little set of corrals outside.
No, I do remember that one.
And there was the one with I think Corey sitting on the saddle pretending to be a professional roper while he's watching the NFR.
So it was a mixture of those, because I remember that one too. But
Can you tell we get bored?
Do what?
Can you tell that we get bored when we get together and just?
I wouldn't consider it boredom, because I think people that get bored don't do nothing. They go watch a TV show.
We like to just do silly random stuff.
So maybe you were bored, but instead of just doing nothing, you went and made something of it.
Yeah.
But I saw these videos that Luke and Corey. Corey, by the way, is one of Luke's good friends. How long have you and Corey been friends?
Well, we graduated together, and we've been friends for, golly, 4th, 5th grade is when we started hanging out.
So lifelong friends.
Pretty much lifelong friends.
That's crazy. And y'all are like brothers.
Yep.
For sure.
We even get mistaken as brothers when we go out of town.
I could see that. Yeah. I could definitely see that.
We're buds.
So if you can imagine, they're sitting there goofing off, basically brothers. I'm going to refer to the kicking horse one because that was a really funny one. And they're like playing rodeo like guys, but they're kind of like making it a comedy of sorts.
Wannabe
cowboys of sorts, and they're using language that most of your cowboys and rodeo guys would understand, but they're using it in the wrong places.
Absolutely.
Which was hilarious. So it's on your Facebook?
Yeah, it is.
So Luke Krogman, go look him up. You can go to videos and then pull it back far enough, you'll find it. What's it titled again?
That one was How to Ride a Kicking Horse, I believe.
How to Ride a Kicking Horse. Go look it up. It's hilarious. So I saw this video and a couple other videos, and I'm like, man, there's something there. I like these guys' style. I want to do something like that, which is really outside of my wheelhouse because I'm very much more of a sci-fi or apocalyptic or like my mindset that like I don't know anything at all about rodeos or being a cowboy, really, other than what you would see on TV.
Right.
Like I've seen 8 Seconds, which is a phenomenal movie.
Great movie.
And based on a true story, so that makes it even like 10 times better. So I know like your movie vision of what a cowboy is, but I grew up on a farm, believe it or not, but I'm still just really far from what a cowboy is. So I'm really reaching. And so we decided to do this thing, and I actually was like, you know what, it would be even better instead of trying to recreate something that somebody else is doing. I approached Luke and Corey about being the main characters in this year's short film. Sure enough, he said yes.
So much fun. Couldn't turn that down.
So we spent like 4 months. I'm sorry, I'm hijacking your podcast.
No, go ahead.
We spent about 4 months scripting, coming up with ideas, and like believe it or not, we had probably. We're limited to 3 minutes for the video, but we probably had 10 hours worth of ideas.
3 minutes is tough. Real tough.
Real tough. And if someone really made all the ideas that we came up with, it would be epic.
Yeah, we should just make a real movie.
Right. Well,
yeah. Not quite so simple.
You know how long it would take 5 of us to make a real movie?
Yeah, it'd probably take a little more time.
Yeah. You know, when you watch movies at the end of the credits and there's like, I don't know, 400 people that go up.
Ours would be pretty just a short swoop.
Yeah. There's a reason there's 400 people that come up in credits.
A lot of work goes into a real movie, I'm sure.
It does take a lot of work. Anyway, so here's the deal. We have to have that sucker turned in tomorrow.
Soon, real soon.
We have to have it turned in tomorrow. As a matter of fact, y'all can't see me, but I'm literally picking my phone up because the guy that's editing the last little bit of the short film, I'm going to text him right now. Ron, if you listen to this, I'm texting you as we speak.
Down to the wire. I mean,
yeah.
Truly.
How's it going? So what I'm going to say.
How's it going? How about that video, Ron? He's been doing a great job, by the way. His editing skills are fantastic.
And send. Ron, when you get that, and I know you listen to these podcasts because you told me you listened to them on the way to work. I just texted you. Ron Reed, by the way, good friend of mine. He does editing with me. Very phenomenal guy. Works at PJ Trailer. Just give him a little shout out. Hi, Ron.
Good dude.
Anyway, so Luke and Corey joined us in our short film. Tell us a little bit about your perspective of that whole situation.
Oh, Jump the Gun. Am I allowed to say the title?
Okay, yep, Jump the Guns.
Yeah. Couple wannabe rodeo cowboys, right? Just trying to make it to a rodeo on time. And hint, jump the gun. And may or may not make it on time. But they have a good time. It's definitely worth watching. So yeah, as soon as we hit the publish button on that, I'll post it everywhere. I can't wait to see it.
I'm sure you'll post it everywhere.
Yeah, we'll share it.
And you guys have to go check it out. So exciting news in your household. Give us a little information about that.
Yes. So my beautiful wife and I are expecting our first child, a daughter, October 14th.
Dude, how excited are you?
Man, I am pumped. It seems like we just found out we were pregnant. Can I say we were pregnant, or should I say she's pregnant?
It depends on who you're talking to.
I treat it as a we. Like I say, we're 29 weeks. I get all excited. I think I have more baby apps on my phone than she does.
What?
Yeah. I mean, right now our baby's the size of a pineapple, I think.
Yeah, Kimmy does the size thing. She has 4 different apps she gets sizes from because one of them has, y'all should know this, but my wife's due November. So we're like a month behind you.
Right there together.
And one of them does toys. So I've got 2 boys already. So they like to know within a toy size, how big our child is.
Yeah, there's several different. Well,
so here's pineapple right now.
A pineapple, but the other theme says it's a New England cottontail rabbit. So that's. Wow. I mean, that's what it kind of looks like a kid. I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's hopefully not what she's going to look like.
Hopefully not that hairy, but we are excited. It's our first one, and
is the room all done?
The room is pretty much done. We lack some bedding, and she wants a rocking chair. I think we've got a rocking chair on the way. So other than that, dude, we're about set up. We are excited.
What colors?
Blue or navy blue and gold.
Ooh.
I believe she's going to throw in a little pink in there. She's got
You almost have to.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have a girl without pink, apparently.
We went straight black and white.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Just very, and we went very boy.
Yeah.
Like there's Batmans and Star Wars characters and.
That makes it fun.
Oh yeah, it's just, I mean, it's epitome of boy. I don't know. She kind of let me have my dream set up.
Yeah.
For a nursery now after we've had 3 boys.
Yeah.
I finally get to get what mine.
Changes grocery shopping too, because every time we go to Walmart, we have to go ahead and throw in some diapers.
Yeah,
and
smart.
It feels weird to buy diapers, but we're gonna need them.
Yep.
I hear they poop a lot.
They poop a lot. That will come. I promise.
Can't be true. They can't go that much. So I don't know. Change a diaper a day, and we should be good, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. That's awesome, man. All right, so we talked a little bit about you and Corey and you guys being friends forever. Mm-hmm. So, and we even talked about some of y'all's videos, but I don't think we went into depth of like why y'all have videos. So it's the adventures of Luke and Corey, right?
Yes.
And so what's the idea behind that?
Well, we just want to keep people entertained. We're big on the YouTube people, man. We'll follow all these people and watch these crazy, silly videos, and life's too short. We watch them, and we think, that was us. Like, growing up, that's the kind of stuff we did all the time, so why not just video it?
If only you had a camera back then.
If we'd had a camera back then, I wouldn't even have to sell sand and gravel. We would just blow it up that way, but I would rather do what I'm doing now, so.
So, Corey can kind of be a little more reserved, right?
Yeah, he has to get out of his shell a little
But
bit.
when he's around you, and you guys are cutting up, he's way out of his shell.
Yeah, our wives blame us on feeding off of each other usually.
I can definitely see that.
You can probably see where that comes from.
And I could probably agree with that.
It typically leads to trouble, but we try to reel it in every now and then.
And I've called you multiple times because I always have this crazy idea or crazy video. Actually, we did one not too long ago. This is going to sound crazy to people listening. If you haven't viewed it, you'll have to look it up as well. But we did one where you were in a dinosaur costume, and then there was a mascot for a company, local company, and y'all did a lightsaber battle.
That was so much fun. Everyone likes a T-Rex, but if he's got a lightsaber in his hands, I mean, weren't we on top of an 18-wheeler trailer at one point?
Yeah.
Drone footage.
Yeah, that was epic.
That was great.
The ending shot to that with you two battling.
That couldn't have ended any better.
I'm just going to give Serve Pro a shout out real quick because it's a company I do a lot of work with, and I love the people that work there. Mike, Bridget, Michael, all the staff there are great. We've partnered with Krogman Sand and Gravel multiple times for videos, but one of the most epic, and we've actually got one that might compete with it coming up the pipeline that we're working on right now. It's going to be a bigger production, but one of the most epic ones to date is the lightsaber battle between a T-Rex
and the Green Man, right?
And a Green Man, which is kind of like the local mascot for Serve Pro. And it's hilarious. You need to go look it up. It's on Serve Pro's video. I'm not being paid by Serve Pro to say that.
They're just friends. So much fun.
Yeah, but if they want to pay me to say that, they're always welcome to.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Little tidbit.
So that's awesome. So do y'all see? Are y'all gonna do more Adventures of Luke and Corey?
Sometimes we're just hanging out and we'll come up with an idea of, that would be funny. Stuff that we just do in our everyday life, and then thought, well, let's just film it.
Put it on video.
So, yeah, we'll just see what comes up.
Now, has Corey done any of the old man mask ones? I know you had a stand-in for him once when Corey wasn't there, but
my buddy Devin, we did a little dancing video in the shop. I think Corey did one where we hopped on the four-wheeler.
Oh, yeah, you popped a wheelie.
Popped a wheelie and threw him off the back.
That's funny.
Anytime he gets on the back of the four-wheeler, I just throw him off anyway, so we caught it on camera and made it better.
That's funny. Do you know Jonathan Daniel?
I don't know that I do.
So Jonathan's a friend of mine. He reminds me of you so much because he's a little wild.
He's got to be a cool guy then.
Bull rider, skateboarder.
Okay.
all kinds of different stuff. He's mountain bike, but like extreme mountain bike rider down like crazy hills that scare people.
All right.
Always looking for the next kind of like exciting thing to do. But he's a really cool guy. I enjoy his whole family's super awesome. He once built. Well, he's built multiple things in his backyard. One of them was a half pipe, but that was before my time. But he once built a mechanical bull, like a weight system mechanical bull. So it wasn't like, I say mechanical, but it wasn't like actual gears and stuff.
Was it the old-fashioned where someone's got to pull the rope and yank him around?
It wasn't a rope. It had like weights on one side and the barrel and the saddle on a barrel on the other side. And so the weights made it real easy for him to counteract to the person who was sitting on the other side.
Got to work on his balance.
Yeah. Megally work on your balance. So I don't know how he did. I guess he invited probably bull riding friends over and they came and switched places.
Have a little competition within each other.
Anyway, funny story. I keep hijacking your podcast, but funny story. He like gets me up on this bull. And
a real bull?
No.
I want to see you get on a real bull.
No.
Okay.
You know those sheep that they do at the
rodeo? The wool riders.
Yeah.
You could be a professional wool rider.
Yeah, that's more my speed.
I love watching those kids. That's awesome.
Yeah, I would be the oldest person in that group, but yeah. So he gets me up on this. It's not a mechanical bull. What is it? A weight bull?
A makeshift, a
practice bull. And he's, I don't know if I can describe it on audio, but so every time he lifts it up, I'm going down, and when he lifts it down, I'm going up. But it's not like he's trying to lift my whole weight because there's weights that counter my weight. So it's super easy for him to kind of throw me around. So he lifts, I got to think about it. So he goes up, and then he lifts down, and then he kind of pulls up, but then goes back down really quick.
Threw you off a little bit.
So yeah, so I lean forward, getting ready to go back up, but then he goes back down and literally like slams me into the ground. Like probably what it felt like for a real bull to throw me on the ground. And
those guys, that's a dangerous sport, and they have a lot more skill than probably what it looks.
Huge. Like
it's a challenge.
It gave me mad props for people who do this on a regular basis for a living. Because I can't even ride a barrel, apparently.
Well, then bull riding may not be for you. It's not for me either, so.
But I do this rollout. Like, kind of like if you ever, like, lose your wheel on the front of your bike and you kind of fall over the handlebars and you kind of roll it out.
Yeah,
so, like
your escape plan.
Your escape plan. And I land on one shoulder, and my shoulder hurt for like 3 months. I couldn't sleep on that shoulder.
That's no fun.
And I blame Jonathan Daniel.
He sounds like a cool guy, an adrenaline junkie.
I'll introduce you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm all about an adrenaline rush.
He's got long hair. You see him probably often because we were around the same circles.
Once I put a face to it, I'll probably know it.
And his wife does upholstery. So if you ever have any kind of like a couch that you need to get reupholstered.
Hit her up?
Yeah, she's the Daniel So Upholstery or something like that. I'm butchering it. I'm sorry, Karen. I'm sorry. I think it's Daniel So Upholstery.
So SEW.
Yeah, something like
DSW.
Creative. Daniel So DSW.
DSW. Isn't that a shoe place?
Crap,
you might be confused with the shoe place.
No, upholstery is you. Sorry. Okay. So it's DSU.
DSU.
We'll get it right. If you need her stuff, if you need something upholstered, find me and or write me, and I'll send you a link to her page.
We'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. And she does great work. She's got awesome pictures.
Back to the adrenaline thing, one of the first really cool things Corey and I did when we got of age is we went skydiving.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, we went skydiving.
Real skydiving, not the wind tunnel.
No, real skydiving, jumping out of a plane.
Tandem? Did you have someone with
tandem? Your first 3 jumps have to be tandem, so you've got an instructor on your back. But man, you want to talk about a rush?
Yeah, I've never done that.
It's a lot of fun.
I've done some cliff diving, but never skydiving.
Well, that's fun too. I think, what was it, 12,500 feet, I believe, is the footage, and you bail out of there, and man.
Did you struggle with it, or did you just like, let's go?
No, they tell you they're going to count to 3, and you're going to roll out, because they just slide this big door open while you're up in the air. It's a creepy feeling. But I think they usually count to about 2.5, and they go ahead and bail out with you, so you don't have the urge to grab the handle last minute.
Oh, that's mean.
Mess things up,
Did you go first or Corey go first?
I think I went first the first time. We've been a couple times.
Oh, wow.
We talked about going multiple times because after 3 tandems, you can get certified and take the right classes to be a solo jumper, and that would be extremely fun.
But y'all never done solo?
No, never done solo.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of fun. You should give it a shot.
No.
Life's too short, Broadway.
I'm out. Yeah, but I do other crazy things.
Hashtag YOLO.
Hashtag YOLO, and even did the
You even did the finger hashtag, yeah.
My wife does that for everything.
Is that Justin Timberlake or Jimmy Fallon, I think?
I think it's Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
Or it might be both of them.
They probably had a skit together.
They probably have multiple skits together.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're in like cahoots together.
Those guys rock. Two of
They
my
are
favorite
awesome.
dudes.
Yeah. So I sent Jimmy Fallon a message the other day on Facebook.
Really?
I'm sure he didn't check it though.
Let's get them on the podcast. I'll be a part of that one for sure.
I just made a video for the firefighter department, and I basically sent them and said, "Hey, the Paris, Texas Fire Department challenges you to a lip sync battle."
Hey, and he would probably do it.
Right?
If it got to him.
I know. He probably. I really don't think he checks his Facebook.
Well, that video is extremely viral, so
Yeah,
there's
but it would
a
be
chance.
dope.
That would be awesome.
I probably wouldn't go because I wasn't in the video, but our firefighters would love that.
We could go for behind the scenes, but yeah, send the local Paris guys. They would have a good time for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much for coming and joining me on my podcast. I had a blast.
My pleasure, dude. Thanks for having me.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, this is cool, man.
Kind of comfortable. It's not too scary.
No, it's a
lot
good
of people
setting.
get intimidated by all this.
Yeah, well, these are so fancy microphones. I stepped in and I was like, man, this is the real deal.
Well, I don't know about real deal.
I think so, man.
Looks like it might be the real deal,
Yeah.
but it's mostly just us having fun.
Well, it's easy for us to do that.
There you go. Until next time.
Adios.
See you guys.